Okay, sorry for the shakiness. I hope it's not too shaky. The third and final studying note-taking app that I use is Notability. Now, I love Notability. I'm going to say it again. This is by far my favorite note-taking app ever. And once again, they're not paying me to say this. They're not paying me to say any of this stuff. But I kid you not, I love this thing. It's the same. It's it has the same concept as OneNote, but the search is popping. I'm telling you, you can search anything. So you have your tabs over here, same way, same recent, all of your notes. You still upload all of your lectures to Notability, and I have mine. I divided mine's a little bit different, and I put all my mini 1, my mini 2, mini 3, mini 4. We had 2 mini 4s. So, but I still kept my semesters. So I have semester 1. Semester 3 was when I started it. So everything is still in order. And if you click, for example, all of my mini 1 stuff, these are all of my lectures right here. And pharmacodynamics. So I did my questions, my Q&A. You can add paper too. It keeps everything organized. Like for OneNote, you can go sideways, horizontal, and it'll keep going. And then when it's time for you to like share it, that's when it becomes a problem, because then it's a bigger document and the person can't print it. But this one, if you print, it'll print one page. Like it's one page for one page. So, and you can zoom in, so you can write smaller, you can write larger. This is, like I said, this is my quiz. So I would insert a page for a quiz. And then over here are all of my, so I can jump. I don't have to scroll one page at a time. I can jump. I have my notes here. I can highlight. My pencil works great with this app. I can highlight. I can insert notes, write anything in. Some of my lectures I do write, like when I listen, I try to do a one pager, so I can still do a one page on the here, but it's kind of like cheating, because the one page that I used to do on paper is a lot smaller than the one page here. So for example, if I went to repro, something that I took notes on, and I went to, let's say, repro physiology of pregnancy, right? So here's my notes here. There's no way, this is one page, right? There's no way I would be able to fit all of this on my one page paper. There's no way. So it's kind of like a cheating one page, but this lecture actually happened to be 2 hours, so it would be a 2-pager anyways. It wouldn't be a one page, but I could fit it on one page on OneNote. On Notability. So that is definitely a plus. I still kept the same thing, my titles at the top. The purple is for the main headlines, and then red is for pathology, so preeclampsia, ectopic pregnancies, stuff like that. Yes, and then right below it, I could put the PowerPoints in there, and look at that, or I can watch, as I watched my lectures, I would take my one page notes. And then the other pro is I can search. If I want to search, so AUB, okay, I can search AUB. It'll pull up all the places that I've ever written AUB, and then it'll show you over here the pages that AUB is. So AUB is here, and AUB is, I think it's the same page. I think I put this note in here, this lecture in here twice, but it would do that. It's in that lecture, and it's also in this lecture, and AUB in the lecture. So the quickness is very good. I love it. And then what I did was I put my first aid, like all of my important books. So my first aid, my pathoma, my farm book, all in here, so I can like search my entire first aid book, because when you have to go to the index and look for the page number, and then before you go back and now scroll or go find the page, you've already lost like 1 to 2 minutes. That's gonna take you forever. So you don't have to do that. You can just search anything. You can search micro. This is what I've searched a lot. So you can search microbiology, micro, and boom, it'll take you there. Microbiology, page 112. You exit that one out, and you exit that, and you say page 123. 123. Right there, microbiology, and you start to scroll. That's what I love about this. Another thing I really love about this is you can insert notes, you guys. You can insert notes from a different you can insert your notes from a different lecture and add it into your step book. So a lot of people will get their step books on a binder. If they're more of a paper person, they will put their step book in a binder, and then they will insert their notes in there. But I found a way to do it even better. I can insert, like, for example, renal. Okay, it'll take you to renal. I don't know why I just didn't say renal in the beginning. But so within Reno now, if you don't want to do the long scrolling down paper thing, you can go to, let's see, within Reno, so when we talked about this, I inserted my drawing. So I did this drawing right here. So I inserted this in there. And then I also inserted this whole thing. This was from my lecture. You can cut too. I cut this image, put it on this piece of paper, did my notes. So I have that in there when I'm doing this. This is the same thing first aid is explaining, but this is from my lecture. So I did this one. I know that more than first aid, and it's better under clarification. So this one's a little long, but I'll try to fix it and cut it down or whatever. But that's why I like Notability, and I strongly believe I will continue to use Notability once school starts again, because everything is so easy. You can search your first aid. Especially now that I'm going to be using my first aid more, I'm going to need to have this tool. So one drawback is that for me, when I write things down on paper, for some reason it tends to stick more than when I write it down on my iPad. I could be writing the same thing, but if I write it down on paper, it sticks more. So I had to repeat everything I wrote in here. I had to like reinforce it by rewriting it on paper sometimes, or when I did, not everything, but just, like the major points when I'm studying. That would be the only drawback for me. I think that's more of a personal thing for me. But if you can write it and know it, even on an iPad, I would recommend you do Notability, only because it's easy for you to access. Another thing is, I don't like the fact that in order for you to change your color, you have to click this thing to change it. And you can only use one pencil at a time. OneNote, you can have multiple writing tools up here, but for Notability, you can only have, did I say Notability the first time? OneNote, you can have multiple writing tools. Notability, you can only have one pencil, one eraser, or one marker, one eraser, one cut, one scissors. Like, you can have one of everything. You can't have multiple pens or pens slash highlighters, which is a pain, because then every time you want to change, like for me, I know for sure I'm always using black. I know for sure I'm always using like a purple or a blue for my headings, and I know for sure I'm using red. So yeah, changing between those three things all the time is kind of annoying, but it's not super annoying. So okay, so I want to do a quick add-on to the Notability review, which is that it also has double screen or split screen. And that's something I really like because I can open 2 lectures at the same time. So like if you're doing a thing on bacteria, and let's say you want to see, so what I did was I just swiped right, and then you needed to see like a dichotomous key. You can click those 3 tabs, and then on your left or your right, that other note will show up. So now I'm looking at 2 notes all at once. Notability, however, it's $10, and you cannot sync it to your computer. I've tried. Some of my notes would show up and some wouldn't, so I need to do more investigation and why it's doing that. But it was $10, and I couldn't wait when I first started to do it. I couldn't wait for some reason, so I had downloaded it on my computer first. And then I realized, oh, wait, I can't, there's no point. I can't sync it. So then I had to buy it again on my iPad. So be careful. If you just put it on your iPad. You don't even need it on your computer, to be honest. Put it on your iPad. If you need anything from it, you can always share it once you're done writing it on your OneNote. You can share it to yourself on your or not share it, airdrop it to yourself on your computer, and you'll be fine. You don't need to spend $20 like I did. So save your $10, $10.99 or $99, whatever, and get it. Just get Notability on your laptop or iPad. So yes, that's it. So it's $10, $10, but you can share. Can share, can't share, or not is it sharing? Yes. Multiple devices, one device for the cost, and this is free. So thank you for watching. Comment and subscribe and share, and let me know if you have any questions. Bye.